Hello everyone and regards from India. I'm here near Dev Prayag, not far from Rishikesh. You see on the bottom you can see the Ganga and the Himalaya, such a beautiful place. And there's no doubt that India is a special place, and no doubt that so many enlightened people came from India, and the Vedic tradition is so rich in all aspects of knowledge, whether it's music or astrology or architecture or yoga or development of consciousness. There's some special energy here in the air. And in this respect, I want just to say a few words about the Yoga Sutra of Patanjali. The Yoga Sutra Patanjali is called usually Raja Yoga. The meaning of the word Raja is king, so it's the kingly yoga. So what's the reason that it's called like that? Well, we can understand it in from few angles. One angle is that the king is someone who just sit there, and just by virtue of his presence, everything is taken care of. He doesn't have to put any effort. He's not sweating. He's just completely relaxed. So this yoga of Patanjali, from this aspect, from this angle, is a very kind of effortless and natural procedure. It's a procedure that doesn't require straining, discipline, or effort or anything like that. Completely natural, completely easy. And all of you of practicing transcendental meditation know how simple and how effortless it is. I was teaching more than 4,000 people this simple technique, and I can say in a complete assurance that it's so simple. A person can come, doesn't matter who he is, doesn't matter what is his background, which religion he belongs, what philosophy he adopts in his life. Just few simple instruction, and he's just entering into this state of yoga, this experience of silent within that Patanjali calls it samadhi. So from this respect, Raja Yoga is just a fitting name to the system of Patanjali, because it emphasized the point that meditation should be very easy, without any effort, without any concentration. So this is one thing. Another thing is that in ancient time, the kings were giving this knowledge. It's mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna said that he gave this knowledge to so-and-so. This knowledge was passed to the tradition of the kings. And what's the reason for that? A king was a person that was in charge of the whole nation. And in order to be in his best, in order to be with wide comprehension, and to know how exactly to rule the country, he needed this yoga, he needed this way to contact with his own inner self, to contact with this field of infinite silence, and that includes also infinite energy. So the fact that kings were giving this knowledge is the reason that, we call it Raja Yoga. And it shows that this yoga is not meant only for people who, they said, I want to devote my life to enlightenment. I want to go to the Himalaya, to some cave and meditate the whole day. No, it was given to people who were completely in life, completely responsible, completely with huge activity around them and responsibility. And it just emphasized this point, that in order to be efficient in activity, you have to practice Raja Yoga. You have to allow your intention to go within, to go beyond the vrittis, like Patanjali is saying, yoga chitta vritti nirodha. Yoga is a state where you go beyond the fluctuation of the mind, beyond the thinking, beyond the thoughts, beyond the emotions, beyond the imagination, beyond the intellect, and just experience this silent level within, which is our actual self, our higher self, our Atman. So from this reason, it's called Raja Yoga. So wish you all the best, and again, I invite you to read the book I wrote about the Sutras of Patanjali in light of the teaching of Maharishi Yogi. The book is called Transcendental Yoga. You can find it in Amazon. It will be soon printed also in India by Motilal Banarsidass. I just signed agreement with them a few days ago. And it will be more easy than to order the actual book in India. Right now, it has to be imported from the United States, but everyone in India can just download it from the Kindle store and just read it on the computer or tablet or anything. So, all the best, and Jai Gurudev.